favor? Get these rocks up off to here to the left.
Raymond.
Hello. I'm really upset that you're not answering the phone. Pick up the... Hello? Who is this? Maya, hi. This is Mommy's calling. I've lost my phone, and this is the number you need to call in case of an emergency, okay?
I'll be the one to take speaking in the corner.
I'm ready to sit.
Dude, that cop car threw me off. How long did you get here?
Pretty spiffy. That's all right. Okay. By itself, yeah, well, there's nobody else going to
There's more benches up.
Here's Raymond, yeah.
Ma'am?
Do you want to take that? Do you want to take that?
Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me? Okay, good, just making sure. Good afternoon and welcome. Aldo and Alisha are so glad to have you here on this beautiful day at the end of summer. Now, before we begin, I would like to ask all of you to turn off, or at least on vibrate, your cell phones, beepers, handheld devices, and iPads, and thank you. So, love is a miraculous gift, and a wedding is a celebration of that magic, and that is why we are here today. We are gathered together to be overjoyed for and with Alisha and Aldo, who are so wonderfully suited for one another that it is just a pure delight for the rest of us to see how happy two people really can be. I'm so honored to be officiating the ceremony. Alisha is not just a friend, she's like a sister to me. And the entire Marquis family is my second family. And I love them all so much, so I'm just very honored to be here today. And I remember the day when, around the time when Alisha met Al, and just watching them fall for one another was just beautiful. And their love is just a constant reminder of the importance and beauty of love. I look forward to watching their relationship as they move into this new chapter together. They are the example of the love that in its lightheartedness dissolves the notion of love as hard work. They are the promise of possibility, the expectation of joyful surprise. And We are here to celebrate, witness, honor, dance, laugh, sing, eat, and be glad. And now Aldo and Alisha have asked Alicia's Aunt Leonda and Uncle Jim to do a reading of the poem Love by Edmund O'Neill.
Marriage is a commitment to life.
The best the two people can find and bring out in each other.
It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other relationship can equal.
It is a physical and an emotional joining that is promised for a lifetime.
Within the circle of its love, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships.
A wife and a husband are each other's best friend, confidant, lover, teacher, listener, and critic.
And there may come times when one partner is heartbroken or ailing.
And the love of the other may resemble the tender caring of a parent or child.
Marriage deepens and enriches each facet of life. Happiness is fuller, memories are fresher,
Commitment is stronger. Even anger is felt more strongly and passes away more quickly.
marriage understands and forgives the mistakes life is unable to avoid.
It encourages and nurtures new life,
New experiences,
new ways of expressing a love that is deeper than life.
when two people pledge their love and care for each other in marriage, they create a spirit unique unto themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written words.
Marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of two people who love each other and takes a lifetime to fulfill.
Thank you for that beautiful reading. And I apologize, I have a little bit of a cold. So marriage is a special place, the sheltered environment in which we can endlessly explore ourselves in the presence of one another and offer the possibility of true reflection of another. And what I'd like to do is do a quick reading that the groom's mother asked me to do from Corinthians on love. If I speak in the tongues of men or angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship, that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. For when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection in a mirror, and then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I'm fully known. Now Aldo and Alisha have asked Raymond, a friend of the groom, to do a reading from Sicilian poet Giovanni Melli.
Many years ago, a very young Aldo came back from Sicily and brought with him 2 souvenir books of photographs of his homeland, of the homeland of the Alla family. And I was struck there at that time. I was struck at that time by the beauties of the land to begin with, and also the rich cultural heritage that includes peoples from the Stone Age, from Greek, from the Romans, from the Moors of North Africa, to the Normans and the Germans and the French and the Spanish and everybody else. Everybody sought Sicily. And so I thought part of this heritage is also the literature. And I thought I would, if I can find it, not my laundry list, that I would read a poem by Giovanni Meli, who lived from 1740 until 1815. And this is a poem from the collection Poesie Siciliani. It's an updated edition in 6 volumes from 1814. And I'm going to spare you my very poor Sicilian and just read you an English translation, which doesn't give really everything, but it's all right. Huh? This silence and this verdant green place, these valleys low and hills above, were made for us from nature's grace, for sweethearts and their endless love. The beauty of the leafy fronds, the river's sad lament, an aria, the echo that responds, they all breathe sentiment. The light, the filmy butterfly, the cattle's lowing sighing, their innocence will satisfy the heart with hunger crying. The freshness of this feeling hovers, fast the pleasures of the day, caressing the souls of lovers and stealing their breath away. Thank you.
We know who the wasps are.
All right. Do you, Aldo Alla, oh sorry, actually, yeah, let's just move right to this. Do you, Aldo Alla, take Alisha Marquis to be your beloved spouse, knowing in your heart that you will be a faithful friend and a loving companion? On this special day, in the presence of family and friends as witnesses, do you give your sacred vow that you will always be with Alisha and support her in times of sickness and in times of health, in times of joy and in times of sorrow? Do you promise to love her, to console and comfort her during difficult times, to laugh with her and grieve with her, to share with her life's simplest but most enduring pleasures, to be truthful and honest with her, and to cherish her for as long as you shall live? Do you, Alisha Marquis, take Aldo Alla to be your beloved spouse, knowing in your heart that you will be a faithful friend and a loving companion? On this special day, in the presence of family and friends, as witnesses, do you give your sacred vow that you will always be with Aldo and support him in times of sickness and in times of health, in times of joy and in times of sorrow? Do you promise to love him completely, to console and comfort him during difficult times, to laugh with him and to grieve with him, to share with him life's simplest but most enduring pleasures, to be truthful and honest with him, and to cherish him for as long as you shall both live?
I do.
I'm excited. Okay, Alex, can you bring the rings over? Okay. I have the rings. All Alicia's rings are an external and visible sign of the internal and spiritual love which unites their two hearts. May they serve as a seal of the vows Aldo and Alisha have made to one another. Bless these rings, symbols of eternity, beauty, and strength, and bless this couple who give them and wear them. May they ever live in harmony, unity, love, and happiness from this day forward. Now, Aldo, repeat after me. I, Aldo Alla, take you, Alisha, to be my wife.
I, Aldo Alla, take a leap, sure. You could be my wife. Thank you, Alisha.
I promise to be true to you through the inevitable changes life brings.
I promise.
I promise to be true to you
I promise to be true to you
through the inevitable changes
through the inevitable changes
life brings.
life brings.
I will remain by your side
I will remain by your side
in times of want and in times of plenty,
in times of want and in times of plenty,
when we are ill and when we are well,
when we are ill and when we are well,
when we grieve and when we rejoice.
when we grieve and when we rejoice.
I will love and honor you all the days of my life.
I will love and honor you all the days of my life.
I offer my trust in you,
I offer my trust in you,
vowing to be faithful and understanding
vowing to be faithful and understanding
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
Okay, the other ring. Alisha, repeat after me. I, Alisha Marquis,
I, Alicia Marquis,
take you, Aldo, to be my husband.
take you, Aldo, to be my husband.
I promise to be true to you through the inevitable changes life brings.
I promise to be true to you through the inevitable changes that life brings.
I will remain by your side
I will remain by your side
in times of want and times of plenty,
in times of want and in times of plenty,
when we are ill and when we are well,
when we are ill and when we are well,
when we grieve and when we rejoice.
when we grieve and when we rejoice.
I will love and honor you
I will love and honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
I offer you my trust in you,
I offer you my trust,
vowing to be faithful and understanding
vowing to be faithful and understanding
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
Aldo and Alisha, by the power vested in me from the state of Massachusetts, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss. I present to you the newly married couple, Alisha and Aldo.
It's encroaching.
I can't get cut off. What if I cut you there? I told
Hi, Kara.
We have an order of guests. The first one I'd like to introduce everyone is the mother of the groom, Lena Alla. Next we have the mother of the bride, Linda Markey. We don't start her making entrance. Next we have the cousin of the bride, Liz Markey Barrett, escorted by mother of the bride, Nathan Markey. Next is the cousin of the bride, Kim Markey Barrett, escorted by friend of the groom, Justin Forcell. Next we have friend of the bride, Mariana Sessions, escorted by friend of the groom, Carl Orion. And we're all waiting for the bride and the groom, Aldo and Alisha.
Aldo!
Okay, skipping over that script malfunction. Now, the bride and the groom, Aldo, Alla, and Alicia Marquis. Dance yet. It's a preview.
He's so funny.
Well, we went from a preview to a film trailer. The next thing on the program is this man, Carl. You were going to do the toast. It's right here on the.
Hi, everybody!
Usually I'm used to having a guitar instead of a microphone.
Solo!
You can't tell? Oftentimes,
Does he want to run back and grab it? We're all very formal. It's a love fest, right?
is to regale you with an amusing story of the world. I'm not going to recite stories about sleepers own parties or anything else. I'm going to skip that because we'll ignore the past and we'll look at the future. Because we are very, very happy that you two found each other. You're going to normally hear me say these sorts of things. Say these things again. We are very happy that you two found each other, that you're a very good match. And we hope that it lasts a very long time. And hopefully we can do this for other friends as well. But congratulations. Very, very good.
Hold your paws up. You gotta clink with everybody. Alright, and Katie. Oh. Hi, Steve.
Hi, guys.
I'm going to give a quick speech here. Being a teacher, I had to be prepared, so I wrote mine down. So just bear with me. Okay. First of all, let me begin by saying congratulations to Alisha and Aldo on their wedding and marriage. I couldn't be happier for the two of you. For those of you who don't know, me, Alisha, and I have known each other since the 4th grade.
Woo! Hey!
Alisha will tell you that when she first heard my name, it was when our 4th grade teacher was calling roll for attendance, and she was wondering who this Marietta girl was. Well, that year my family had taken one of our month-long journeys across the country to visit our family in Utah. And it was in fact the beginning of the school year. But when I finally did arrive at school, however, after she told me that she wasn't excited about me coming back. However, Alisha and I did become fast friends. My first real memory of hanging out with Alisha was when Alisha and Nate hosted a combined Halloween party and all the 4th and 5th grade students at Kearns were invited. For those of you who don't know, Granby at the time was a very small town, and so it was a pretty big deal. So this was the first time I also met Leanda. Alisha informed me that her aunt was coming in from New York City just to help out with the party, and not to worry if she yells because she does that. As Alisha and I moved on through middle school and into high school, we experienced so many more wonderful trips, including trips all around New England, and 2 separate trips to DC, either for History Day competitions or for a Mormon wedding here or there. But it didn't really matter what Alisha and I were doing. We were always having fun and laughing about the silliest things like Off-Bug or Daisy Dukes, all while listening to Counting Crows, Ice, and everything which will be played tonight. Well, enough about reminiscing about her past. I will fast forward to when Alisha met Aldo. I knew that Alisha had finally met the right man when she began to share all the wonderful stories about him and how he treated her and how much he loved spending time with her and her family. Because if you know nothing else about Alisha, you need to know that her family is the most important. So you two have taken the first steps today to the creation of your own family. And I wish you nothing but the best. Congratulations to the bride and groom.
Next is Nathan is going to do the dinner blessing. I'll pass the.
By the way, I prefer the name Nathan. Nate, but you're forgiven. All right. The real purpose of a relationship. So what is the purpose of a relationship? It is not, as some would suggest, to meet the soulmate and live happily ever after. It is not a romp in flowery fields of nuptial bliss designed to help us forget ourselves and all of our problems. The purpose of a relationship is to help us become conscious of who we are, to help us learn to face our fears and move through them. The purpose of a relationship is not to love and be loved, because we do not know how to do that either. The purpose is to learn how to love and learn how to be loved. And how do we learn? By making mistakes. By learning how to take responsibility instead of blaming another. Relationship is about discovering who we are by looking into the mirror provided by our partner. Now, that sounds rather lofty and dignified, but when our partner is screaming at us or blaming us for something when we were just trying to be helpful, it does not seem so lofty. One thing I can assure you is that if you are not in touch with your shadow when you go into a relationship, your partner will show it to you quickly enough. Of course, your shadow is not your real self, but you cannot find your real self as long as you are acting like a perpetrator or a victim. So you have to come face to face with your shadow. You have to see the bag of fears, anger, insecurities, and lack of worthiness that hold you back. And you know what? Your partner, I don't care who he or she is going to be uniquely skilled at showing you your weaknesses.
Everybody sit, enjoy the dinner, and enjoy the
Marines bananas.
I can't get over it.
This is my first. Really? What?